Welcome to Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field, and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Penn State Nittany Lions taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Northwest. Kick it off to get things started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Penn State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
To the ground with the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
That didn't bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. With the catch, it's Burns. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Northwestern's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Yeah, and I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can, quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He's got it on the right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a sixth sense.
On third down, going up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It is good! So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it sucks. Trying to get to it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass on the way. It's picked off. The 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Suggs. Moving away from pressure. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Roach. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finds a little space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Got his man on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. New Mexico State is going to enjoy the trip back to Las Cruces after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Aggie Memorial Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going up top on first down. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He wants to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it sucks. This time on target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got it in the middle. It's Marks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down from the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
To the air on 1st down. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Northwestern. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking downfield, it's Suggs. He lets it fly. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On third and short, the power run here. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The throw. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Tempo and overdrive.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. They'll throw it on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll try to do it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Northwestern right back to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator. Because...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Pulls it in. It's Avant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Suggs. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. He's going to run it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Offense, quick tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Suggs. Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. A lot of urgency for this offense.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets Rouge, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Fourth down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The offense can really stick it to this defense, opening the drive with great field position. They're setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. He's looking to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
First down here for the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Scanning the field, it sucks. He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. FIU handled its business today, and given what this week was like in Miami, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a